Yesterday was National Earthworm Day, and Earthworm Society UK organised a Zoom talk. 3 speakers. I was the first speaker up. I quite enjoyed it actually. I learned a bit, and I'm hoping everybody else learned a bit. The event will be on YouTube later on, so you can have a nose on there as well. On Facebook, I'm on a few groups. One of the ones I'm on is the Worm Composting UK. Susie helps to run this and has asked me to put a piece on with my worms, obviously with methods of composting. Just show me worms. So that's what I've come down here to do. So I'll turn this round so we can have a perv and my plots as well on the way down to the bins. So that's it, steady myself. I got 1.5 plots, obviously top to bottom. Luckily, somewhere to park the car. Top orchard, train all my trees. Tell them where you want to go. All raised beds. Don't dig anymore. I dug for 20 odd here. That's why worms invented. First 4 beds here, Gladys. Sprouts are still going at the end. Still picking a few off them. I'm doing well. Got 3 canes in each because of the winds and the weight of them. But as soon as these beds have emptied the Gladys, I'll top dress them with rabbit muck, which I've got a supply at the bottom. That one I did this morning. Once we get a couple of days of rain on that, then I'll put a covering on. Then nature can get going. So there ain't many Gladys left, but had a good display this year. Picture they now shows, or I've had virtual shows. British Gladioli Society, it's another one on Facebook if you want to learn about Gladys. Strawberries have done well. These were still fruiting, but they ain't going to turn because we ain't getting no sun. It's ain't hot enough. You'll see the fruit on here. And there's the flowers. Our loopy bloody weather, they don't know what's happening. The top structure, this one has got a polythene on the top and mesh around the bottom. Prayer flags from Nepal. Our kid climbs bloody mountains, yeah right. Nice bit of ventilation in here, this is perfect. These raised beds, no bending whatsoever. Might as well go and have a perv while we're here. Get your money's worth. This is where I grow my giant veg in here. And these was ferreted a couple of weeks ago. Well, we had a week or something. 10 days. But all I do on that is exactly the same in my compost. Do a moisture check every 2 weeks. Make sure it don't dry out. These I've give up with, obviously because right now shows, and there's loads on there anyway. This was a heavy pepper, and I missed this bugger because he was green, I couldn't see him. But got a nice bit of meat on him. Right, let's carry on looking at the rest on it. Not a bad day today. Forecast rain all morning. Sun this afternoon. It's been a beautiful morning. I mean, I couldn't forecast my Harris. Tunnel. First thing I did when I bought this Grove tunnel, cut the sides off. I'd never been in a position where I wanted them down. And I took the ends off and put Enviro mesh on with bigger holes. More ventilation. This raised bed I use for me exhibition onions. Obviously that bed's been prepared and covered, which is ideal now for growing me gladioli corms. Drying them off. Bloody drying them off. These I got up this morning, you can see them still a bit damp, meaning they have got to dry off. So when they do dry off like these, there's this year's corm, he'll just snap away. I'll give him another week or something, take the babbies off, and that's next year's corm. If you get a good one, then I keep the babbies off. Obviously they're going to take a few years to come to a decent size. That's what I do. But it's ideal conditions in here, nice and dry. Bit of air movement. Only small fans, better than sod all. Solar powered. Shut him up. Bottom orchard. Blackberry there. I still got blackberries on him because he's a Leighton. Outdoor grapevine because it's a sun trap obviously. There's 3 bunches on him. We'll have a perv when I have a look at the bins. Bottom orchard, I can walk down either side of these as well. Just train them, tell them where to go. Bottom structure. This one is made of scaffolding netting, obviously. Wooden frame. This keeps the pigeons and the butterflies out. But there's that many other things. Allium leaf miner, leek moth, flea beetle, which I had last year. It was a pain in the arse. But the beds in here was made before the structure. This bed I can reach that outside. This bed, all my beds are 4 foot wide, meaning I can reach the middle from either side. So I'm never going to dig this. You only dig as you compact the bed. That bed there, just from here, if there's something growing in it, I can't reach over there if there's something growing here. So I had to put my brain into gear and what I did was staple Velcro to the timber, which you can see there, and this Velcro has got teeth in it and there's enough gaps in the hole. Just put that to that one. So if I do want to get in this bed, I'll just lift that off and get in there that way. Perfect. And it works. Simples. Leeks growing in there, rhubarb up the arse end, and a bit of greens. Them are still going. Right. I'm all fenced in because of the badgers. Badgers are a pain in the arse. 6 bins, 2 for leaf mould, 4 for compost. There's my grapes, bunches of grapes that are still on. Ready, in use, ready. So we'll have a quick perv of the one that's ready. Over the years I've learned to put carpet on top. So this is the compost that is ready. This is a month and a half old, but that's what I'm filling my raised beds with. I'll have the rabbit muck and any other muck that's going, and then my compost because it's got worms in it. I spread it out. I only need an inch layer, inch and a half. Water it, cover it, then the worms will be digging. Right, this is the one in use. Monday for me, composting day. Exactly the same again. In here, there's 3 bits of carpet. There's my extra worms. Second one, ideal breeding ground. Should be 3, and only 2. So this lot is from, let's take them out. This is from Monday when I did me composting. Okay, so that's 3 days. And there's my little babbies working away. So it's only 3 days I've been in here, but it is nice and moist. If it does dry out, it ain't going to dry out because it's had a good dollop. But you can't really overwater because you've got the drainage. But nah, it does well. Look after the worms, I'll look after you. The smaller the ingredients and the more you can chop them up, mix them, the better. That's it, troops. I've enjoyed it, learned something. See you later. Stay safe.